I think I'm gonna be picking up this guy, the turn of the century mandolin that I've inherited from my grandfather. Not sure where he got it from, but nevertheless, it definitely has its road wear, but it sounds great, huh? So, that's it. I couldn't remember a time when there wasn't music in the house. There was always something going on, whether it was my mom practicing her Bach or my father with his jazz groups in our basement, playing with his group, which was like an organ trio with sax, and then their record collection, which just spanned in the hundreds. So it was always music involved in my life, and even since I was in my mom's womb, they were playing music. So naturally, by default, I started picking up on instruments, playing things here and there. My first instrument was trumpet, and in 5th grade. Then I progressed playing euphonium, and then by the time I was in high school, I was one of those the music department darlings, so to speak, because I was in the symphonic band playing euphonium. I was in orchestra playing the upright bass. I was in the jazz band playing electric bass. I was also backing up the swing choir. I was in pep band doing marches. And then even outside of that, I was in a rock band too. So the pinnacle of where I was at as far as knowing what I wanted to do with my life was when I was in high school. I composed a 3-part suite for orchestra and band. On that night of the senior performance, I was standing on stage in a tuxedo with a baton stick, and then just going through all of this, I could just hear just all the notes of this music just starting to just like fill the whole room and everything. And then by the time everything was done and when we cut, there was just this roar of applause, and at that point, it was a euphoric feeling that I just couldn't, I don't know if I felt that kind of feeling even now, but it was one of those things that really sparked that thing where this is what I wanted to do with my life. And it really took a long time for me to actually arrive to this point of where I actually wanted to do this as a solo artist / start, a band. But I've always been a bass player by trade, backing up various groups, different genres. And so, yeah, this is where we're at now. So. Let me do that again. Okay. My pick fell. Slide. The venue that I play here in downtown Phoenix is a place called Steve's Greenhouse Grill. There's right behind me is a Hyatt, and right to the left of me there's the Phoenix Convention Center, and then in front of me there's the patio of Steve's Greenhouse Grill, and I'm sitting on a sidewalk. Okay, so I'm a sidewalk musician, a busker, but I'm there with my equipment and I'm playing to people. And the people that are in passing, I already know that they're going to something. And a lot of people that I seem to run to are from out of town. So if anything, it's a very it's a shifting audience, and it's very gratifying when you can talk to someone who's from Minnesota or from New Jersey, or I even talked to people that were from Japan, but they still picked up my music. And so it was when you say venue, I laugh about that because I'm on a sidewalk, but I'm talking to the world at the same time, and my music is getting out there, and who knows where this is going to take it. I might be somewhere in Japan, I might be in Africa, or who knows, but I gladly welcome it all. So currently what I'm involved with now is actually just a segue from my own solo artistry, going in more to a group format, because I'm currently in the studio recording some electric tracks with some dynamic people. I'm gonna have a drummer, I'm gonna have a guitarist, and maybe get a female singer in there, and who also plays keyboards. So the music that I'm doing these days, I'm really drawn from a lot of the stuff from the past and everything, and I'm just throwing it all in there, only due to the fact that because we're in a social media age, everything goes, especially when you're looking at things on YouTube. How can you fail? Of course, that's the optimist that's speaking. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna throw everything into the melting pot and put it out as a product and go from there. We walk the streets of Rome, a romantic city.
One more time.
Where we walk the streets of Rome, a romantic city.
Where we walk the streets of Rome, a romantic city.
Yeah, there you go. I would personally like to thank God and Jesus Christ. That is like the pillar and rock where I stand on. I also want to thank my parents, Samuel and Sandra Weeden, as well as my brother and sister, Michael and Perfecta Weeden, and I'll also say my little nephew Harlem, and friends, G-Man, Brian Jones, and Walt Richardson, Ernie Chavria. Thank you so much for being support and listening ears that I needed for all these years. So that's it. So this is Corbe, Canada, and I met her at a songwriters night with a mutual friend of ours, Sean Johnson. And I was sitting out in the audience, and I was checking this out, and I was like, "Huh, who's this girl?" And then I heard the most awesome voice, and I heard her harmonize with different people, and I'm like, I want to use this girl because I'm the producer of this project of what's going on right now. She's perfect for it. So this is Corbe, Canada, world.
Nice to meet you. Where we walk the streets of Rome, a romantic city.
Yeah. Make a lucky wish until you call. Yeah. Sweet.